Hello, and welcome to your very first flipped lesson on independent study documents. I'm going to be taking you through the assignment and work record today so you will know exactly what to put into this form. Currently, this form is in Word, so you will need to go onto Online Office and actually use it from there. This might be a better platform to use instead of Google Docs for this particular document for formatting reasons. All right, so here we go. Okay, so this is one of the most important sheets that you will need to have filled out correctly and very thoroughly for the auditing of the independent study documents. Each of the documents that you put inside your record for your student needs to have an objective, and that objective is going to be labeled on this assignment and work record sheet. But we're going to take you through step by step what this sheet looks like. So at the very first, you're going to go ahead and put the student's name listed at the very top, grade. The unit start date for this particular unit is the 25th, so you'll write in August 25th, 2014. Now, this document is located on Office Online, which is where you can get all your Word and Excel and Office documents online for free. For formatting reasons, we're going to be using Online Office to use this record sheet. It can still be shared and it could still be edited very easily, just like Google Docs. Okay, so here you're going to put your instructor's name. That would be you. The lead teacher's name is going to be here. Even if you are now, going into a classroom that you didn't have at the beginning of this school year, you would still put your name there. The unit end date is going to be the end of our independent study unit, which I'm going to need to double check, but I believe it's going to be October the 22nd. Because we are going to be meeting with the parents on the 23rd and 24th. So that would be the 22nd. Now, here it says regular appointments are required between the teacher and student on the following schedule. This is the area that you're going to be placing daily. You're going to place the time, which you're only going to be placing your instructional minutes time. So if you're in the upper middle grade, you'll say 10:30 to 3:30. If you're the lower grades, you're going to say 8:20 to whatever time is your first elective. So just to be very clear that's what they're looking for, is the instructional time. Okay. Next, you're going to go ahead and put the signature of you, as well as the effective date, which will be the last date of the period. Okay, so on here, you're going to go ahead and let me move this up here for you all. You're going to be taking what you wrote on your website for the course objectives for that particular learning period. It can be all of the objectives that you worked on for the entire learning period. I'm going to go ahead and show you a sample at the end of this, but here is where you're going to fill out, Here's where you're going to fill out all of the objectives, and it can be bullets, but you need to be able to write very thoroughly, what the students are going to be actually learning. In these objectives, I want you to keep in mind too, the sample that you choose for mathematics, let's say, has to be with the same exact, it has to have an objective that meets what these objectives are. So if it says, student will multiply two numbers by one number, and you have a document, a math document in there, it should have something to do with multiplication, 2 digits by 1 digit, meeting that particular objective. Okay, the next section on here says description of major learning activities and or study materials. This is where you're going to put anything that happens to be hands-on, or any of the learning activities that you chose during this period. Study materials can range from anything online or not necessarily a textbook, because that's what it's going to say underneath here. So think of all the study materials that you use for mathematics, as well as possibly learning activities, like for example, something that's hands-on or visual, and you would place it right here. If you also do math journaling, this would be the place that you would actually put it, because that is a great study material.